Welcome back to another episode of Sailing into the Mystic. In our last episode, we completed our last major project on the Mystic before we can continue our trip around the Baja Peninsula, our custom dinghy davits. Join us in this episode as we tick off the little things on our to-do list and finally head south again.
Land ho! Hold on, baby, just hold on. Hold on, baby, baby, just hold on.
Okay, we just left the gas station.
We are on the way to Puerto Peñasco. I'm driving in this truck. Jess is driving in the other GMC pickup.
I'm driving the beater truck, which we're going to drop off at the marina over there.
We're going to leave a truck there in Puerto Peñasco, which is up at the northern tip of the Sea of Cortez, because at the end of this sailing season, we're going to bring the sailboat up to Puerto Peñasco, where they have a really nice boat yard, and they can haul out the boat for us, put it on the hard, and we'll do some stuff to the boat, some maintenance and some upgrades that we want to do off season.
And we will have a car, a vehicle we can drive back home with our skittish cats that don't do good traveling.
And within the next week or so, más o menos, we're going to get into the sailboat and finish sailing around the Pacific side, get around Cabo, and then really start to do a lot of exploring in the Sea of Cortez. So I'm super excited about that. I just can't wait.
Puerto Peñasco is only 6 hours away from home, so our plan was to leave early in the morning and arrive at the Cabrales boatyard just before it closed to make our reservations for the summer haul out and storage for our truck, and then immediately drive back home. No AC in this truck. On the way, we reminisced of the trips we used to take with our kids to this same town, but back then it was nothing but camping, sand dunes, and open beach driving in dune buggies. Now there were several major resorts catering to mostly American tourists, since the town is only an hour south of the border.
Pero ya tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí.
When we arrived at the boatyard, however, the office had just closed. We had no choice but to find a cheap hotel nearby and wait till the morning. We were not prepared for Plan B, but a good Mexican cerveza and a balcony from which to do people watching eased us into Mexican time, and we found ourselves enjoying a forced break. It also allowed us to walk around the boatyard and talk to other sailors working on their boats there.
Pero ya tal como allí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí.
¡Qué bonito!
La life is aventura.
¡Aventura!
Aventura, por Peñasco, ahora aquí.
Oh, come on, honey. You don't know nothing about Disney.
When did Ariel brush her hair with a fork?
When she was finding treasures from the land people, or whatever they should call them. Now I'm just zhooshing it up.
This is where we will be coming in July. When we got back from Puerto Peñasco, our friends Vinny and Adrian spontaneously asked us if we wanted to fly over the ocean in San Diego and look for blue whales.
The front does have food return bags if you need them. Good place to put your phone.
Food return bags.
Just remember that you have everything that you came with, okay? All right. Here for you.
I'm having a bad hair day, but so is Vinny.
Okay, don't distract him. He stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Prop clear! You guys put your headsets on.
We were supposed to be packing and moving back into the Mystic, but we couldn't resist the offer. The flight above San Diego, where we first learned to be sailors, felt like a quiet pause between chapters, giving us one last chance to look back on the waters that had taught us so much thus far. As the coastline stretched beneath us, it somehow felt fitting to see it all from the sky just before setting sail toward the long journey waiting beyond Baja. It was now time to start packing. Provisioning! I think this shopping cart is about as big as our fridge in the boat, which has become a freezer. So this time I'm just gonna pack it full of stuff I can freeze. I'm tired of having stuff that wasn't meant to freeze all frozen when it's time to eat it. So I'm gonna outsmart that fridge this time. Let's see if this works. Alright, we got one kitty cat in the truck. He's usually the easier one, but he's not too happy. Slim is coming next.
As soon as she gets in here.
You know. It's okay. It's alright.
They feed off each other.
I know.
I think I can start going.
I think so. Oh God. It's only a truck. You're okay. Eventually, the travel drugs kicked in and the cats were doing much better. When the cats boarded the Mystic, Slim found a hiding spot. Is it your hiding spot? While Chubby cautiously studied his new surroundings. We each had our list of things to do. Tim needed to replace filters and change the oil in the motor, as well as problem solve our water pressure issue.
Alright, so this is what we're thinking. This is what's going on here. Just remove this and bypassed that tank. And it's just going right from the pump to all the lines. So this line here would come off, and it attaches right here, right there, and then this attaches right to that, boom, right to there, boom, 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 and then this one here goes to the bottom of that tank right there. Okay, just one line goes to the tank, and that's how that works. So my choices are buy a new pump that matches that tank, or buy a new tank that matches this pump. So this is, I'll show you how it's working right now. So if I turn this pump, runs for a lot of bit and then shuts off. Gee, though, that's way too much. So the other thing is, I think they installed that pump in the wrong spot. I think it's up too high. And that's a 60 psi pump, and there should be a hell of a lot more pressure coming out of there. There, it finally shuts off. So it should turn on and then turn right back off with this. That's better. All right, well, gotta decide what I want to do.
Then he drove the truck back home to take care of some final things at the house and bus back the next day. My job was to acclimate the cats as much as I could to the Mystic and figure out a system for being under sail with them. Oh, going back down. He suddenly walked up the stairs and came out. Good boy. He's exploring the board today. I discovered something super cool. We can put our logo, this logo, onto our Victron screen. So I have just done it. I need to reboot and see that it worked, but I'll show you how I did it real quick in case you're interested. The first thing you need is your IP address. To get there, go to the menu, then to settings. Scroll until you see either Wi-Fi or Ethernet, depending on how you are connected to the internet. We are connected through Wi-Fi, so we will go there. Tap on your Wi-Fi access and scroll until you find your IP address. Write down your IP address number. Ours is blocked here for privacy. And then you're going to go up to your computer, to a new web browser page, and at the address line, go ahead and type in that IP address exactly as you wrote it down, but then at the very end put /logo.php. And as soon as you get to that page, you'll land on this where it'll say logo changer. And you can tell I've already changed our logo. But basically, since you're on your computer, if your file's in your computer, you can just do choose file and then select your file, and it comes right up immediately, and it tells you it's successful when it said upload succeeded. I do see that our logo here is a little distorted, so I hope it doesn't show up distorted up there, and just shrinks it down in size. Maybe I need to shrink it down before I upload it. I'm not sure. We're going to test that out, but I'm going to go ahead and reboot the system and let you know. Okay, so I figured out in order to upload the logo in a way where it's not distorted, like I showed you on that first time, I needed to bring in my logo, which is a PNG file, into Canva. And then I basically dealt with sizing. And I discovered from researching that you don't want to make it bigger than a 208 by 118 pixel image. So I had to decrease the size of my image down to that. So I used the settings in Canva, opened up a new file, put this logo in there, made sure it was 208 to 118, saved it as a PNG file again, and then I uploaded that on the website, on the web page. And now it doesn't look distorted on the Victron screen. The other thing you want to do, go to your settings again, go to where it says display language. You then want to make sure that it says show boat and motorhome overview. Turn that on. It comes out of the box off. So turn that on. And then when you're done getting the IP address, turning that on, then you want to go to general, still in the settings, and you want to reboot. You have to tap that twice to get it to reboot. And it'll bring in the logo that you put in online, and it will update the settings you just did. and it'll come back on. It takes a while, so I'm not going to do it again right now. And then your logo will show up on basically a third page, because before all we had was this main page. If we scroll to the right, we get this page. Now on a third page, you now get this with your logo. Woohoo! Once Tim returned, we headed over to our appointment with the port captain to officially check out of Ensenada. We were expecting the same big rigmarole as last time, but instead, we were in and out of the office in less than 30 minutes, and there were no fees to pay at all. What do we have?
Yay! Or get out of Ensenada papers.
My very last chore was now to fill up the water tanks in the Mystic with good drinking water. The concept seemed simple at first. It required purchasing many 5-peso coins from the marina office and filling up 2 to 3 5-gallon jugs at a time. After the second time the machine decided to take my money without giving me water, I marched back to the office and asked for help with the machine, which then decided conveniently to behave perfectly while under watch. However, when I was left alone again, the machine had other games to play on me, really trying my patience. I've done probably 10 trips, I think, to the water machine, filling up water jugs so we can fill up the water tank in the boat. It takes a lot of water. We didn't even fill it up, but I said I was just done doing that. So, no more water. Today is the day, and we are super excited. 2 left last night, 2 more rolled in this morning. Okay, I think we're ready to go. It's windy, but it's really humid, so we've been working around the boat and we're both sweating a lot. So anyway, the place is cleaned up. I'll show it because the last few videos showed how messy everything was. And the cats, I think we got one hiding in that dark room somewhere, and the other one hiding in the bee booth. Just taking the sill cover off and tripping on the brooms up there. We put those away.
Push me away from the dock.
You're good. You're rubbing up against it just fine. Oh my God! Woo! Winds and following sea.
Thanks, guys. All right, baby.
They have multiplied. Oh my God.
On the water again. On the move again.
Finally.
Yeah.
We finally get to put away the dock lines and fenders for the rest of the season. We look like seasoned sailors now, with our dinghy hanging from the davits and allowing us to see what we are leaving behind us. We gotta get rid of all the things that keep surfacing in our head. We gotta do this, we gotta do that.
Yeah.
Just write them down and forget about them for now. We had a rough plan for the next few days, but our main goal was to get to San Quintin before another looming storm would get us again. All right, so let's do this week's wrap-up with the affordability of our sailing journey. Did we sink our budget or sail our dream? Our drive to Puerto Peñasco ended up being more expensive than we thought it was going to be. Diesel prices have continued to climb, so driving both trucks over and driving one back ended up costing us about $300 in total. Then there was the unexpected hotel stay for $50 and dinner at a restaurant, which was a shocking $120 for tacos and drinks. We should have known better to not have eaten in the touristy area of town. However, our reservation for the haul out didn't cost us anything yet. We didn't have to pay the deposit because we were leaving our beater truck until the summer with them. Storage for the truck cost us only $222 until then. Provisioning was the most expensive part, and that cost about $2,500. We stocked up on groceries, parts, and supplies that should last us at least 4 months. While this was a hefty price, I had to keep reminding myself that when you spread this amount over 4 months, this is the regular cost of living. Tim decided to get a water pump and an expansion pipe to solve our water pressure problems, and that cost $130. Drinking water for the Mystic ended up costing us 82 5-peso coins, which is about $25, including all the money lost in the evil water machine. Marina slip fees in Ensenada were about $600 a month, depending on the exchange rate. That seems like a hefty price too. However, in San Diego, we were paying $1,300 a month for the marina slip, and the security wasn't nearly as good as it was at this marina. So as long as we stay out of the marinas during our sail around Baja, this amount also will average out to an affordable amount by the end of the season. And then there was Tim's last drive back home and bus ride back to Ensenada, costing in total $85 for gas and $40 for the bus ride. On the other side of the scale, our cool logo on a Victron screen was totally free. It just took a little research time to learn about it and figure out how to do it. Also, checking out of Ensenada was a nice surprise in that it didn't cost us more port and immigration fees at all. So in total, we spent $4,072 getting ready to leave Ensenada. However, these kinds of expenses will average out over the next several months during our sail around Baja because we won't be eating out and staying in hotels or marinas and hopefully sailing more than motoring on expensive diesel. We will know for sure by the end of the season if our theory is right, but I am going to bank on it. So I'd say this week we get to sail in our sink or sail scale. We would like to give a special thanks to our Patreon members who help us to continue sharing our content. If you've been enjoying our journey and want to see more of what really goes into sailing on a budget, we'd love to have you join us over on Patreon. By becoming part of our Mystic crew, you'll get access to exclusive videos we don't share publicly, more in-depth tips on how we're making this lifestyle affordable, early access to real-time content, and a direct line to connect with us along the way. It's also a space to connect with others who are dreaming about or already living the sailing life. If that sounds like your kind of crew, check out the link below and come join us for just $5 a month. You can also make a one-time offer or sign up for free if you would like to receive our monthly newsletter.
Back where I belong with you, babe. Ooh, Lord. Baby, just hold. Won't you hold on? I said, baby, just hold.